This time on Secrets of Solania. Do you know?
There's still a sickening wet thud. He might not be able to walk in a straight line anymore, but he's not dead.
Right. Is there some kind of manifest, a menu of items?
That would be fantastic, because she is, pause for effect, a murderer.
I'm gonna go to punch this guy in the side of the face, and then I'm gonna catch him behind the neck whenever I pull my arm back.
Okay.
Zorgo, come on, man. We got to get out of here. I don't want to sit here and do the paperwork. We have to go.
Well, what's fresh? What can we get for a couple of platinums? Us poor, helpless souls.
Well, what are you looking for in particular? Are you looking for weapons, armor, drinks, magic items?
Well, if I'm going to be honest, I have been quite selfish. Norbert, what do you want?
What?
What do you want?
What have they got?
You gotta ask. You ask and they tell.
Right. Is there some kind of manifest, a menu of items?
More like we've got junk in the back. Well, not junk, it's in piles. I can guarantee you it's better than the stuff that Norman sells to the larger people. Are you looking for a drink? Looking for more weapons, more armor? What are you in the mood for today?
Well, could perhaps a drink and a weapon.
Drink and a weapon, my kind of guy. Okay. Drinks on the house on me, just talk to the barkeep up there. As for the weapons, and he gestures to the one with the more bulbous nose and says, bring him something pretty. So the one with the bulbous nose goes to wander off. Knob, I'm assuming is about to go get a drink at that bar where behind the barkeep are the huge giant barrels.
Oh,
And Norman's gonna just kind of ride the force ballista up a little bit closer to Captain Owlbrow. So, Captain, spill it. What should we know about this city? What
Not much to
mischief
tell.
can old Norman get into?
Just same old that you've been doing here, that you've been doing since you've been here, Norman.
So,
You know,
who are the big players? We have these mobsters. We have, of course, the pirates on the docks. There's got to be someone else. What I really need to ask you is, have you seen an old woman? A sneaky,
woman.
sly old woman who looks like she's up to no good, because I promise you she is. She has a young girl with her. They probably snuck in a day before we got in. Has there been any news amongst the underground of some poor wretch living in the streets causing issues?
Did you do you know this woman personally? Have you seen her in
Absolutely
person?
not. But she tried to kill me with flesh golem zombies, and so I wish to meet her again.
We can see what let's see, we've got a seer. We can see if that seer can see anything through his crystal ball.
That would be fantastic, because she is, pause for effect, a murderer.
Kind of common in this city. All right, let me arrange a few things. We've got Quincy and Zergo, who have just arrived at the pub on the west side of the city.
Alright, Zorgi. You said that they were here. Where are they?
Do I see anybody? At all?
I tell you what, you definitely see, the Triton guy that Norman was talking with, at one point in that city, the day you guys arrived.
Yeah.
He's kind of, keeping to himself. He's just eating a bowl of soup. Oddly enough, no one else with him.
Guess I'll see if I can find some kind of way to track them from here.
Okay, so looking to what, roll survival or ask around? Okay. With survival, let's do one survival roll.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Quincy, give me a perception check.
Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Dang.
19 plus 1.
That is beautiful.
I got
That's
21.
perfect. Okay.
Well, as I'm sure you know, I'm a fantastic detective.
Uh-huh.
So Zergo definitely smells something. Smells the familiar smell of like Norman's scent as well as knobs.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fresh, but he could probably track through that way. Meanwhile, however, as Quincy like rests his hand on the bar counter and they're looking around, he feels an impact tremor.
Oof. Sergey, the ground shook. I'm not even one drink in. The ground is shaking.
Zergo, give me a perception check now. Since Quincy, I'm not sure how he would help, but we'll say with advantage since he's there to bring it to attention.
11.
Was that with advantage or just?
Oh, no. Hold on. 20.
Oh yeah, okay. So now you notice the impact tremors. There's like a couple more, and with your perception, your personal perception, you can definitely hear like a commotion coming south of the city.
All right. I'll just tell Quincy. Feels like it's coming from the south. I wouldn't put it past it being one of them.
I've I've come to know that most explosions are coming from them. So I guess we're heading our way south.
So at this point, he sees like as you guys like come out, and I would say travel a few blocks south, whether it's running, jogging, or just power walking. Eventually, you get to where you see several like mobsters, obviously, and like they've got guns, they're shooting, and several of them like are being struck by arrows. And it's at first you don't see who they're fighting until finally like you see like a red cap dart across under like some overturned cover, like a picnic table that was turned over, and then you see a couple of other red caps and green capes, and you can hear like the arrows just and gunfire.
Hmm.
Quincy, of course, would recognize these guys. Let me see. I had a thing here, but yeah, he like the Vigil obviously know these guys as the Red Caps, the Moss Capes, the Net Wielders. As for whether or not Zergo would know about them, I would say he would definitely know about these guys. Gnomish resistance fighters who love giving humans a hard time, especially if they're Vigil.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Zargo, look! It's chaos. Do you want to get involved? Come on, a good mid-morning skirmish never hurt anybody.
Do I see a bunch of guards and vigil helping in the fight?
No Vigil whatsoever. A couple human guards show up, and they one of them gets close to one of the gnomes, and you see him take the butterfly net, put it over the guy, and the guy just vanishes.
Okay. I'm like, yeah, I could fight.
Alright, I guess we're gonna try and... Oh, hold on. Actually, Zargo, if we do fight, which side are we fighting for?
I was gonna wait and see who you punch first.
Ah, see, the thing is, I've always...
Down with the bigger people!
Okay, I was going to say that I always love to punch a mobster in the face, but, I mean... I could also do with just kicking a little guy.
I was gonna fight the humans, to be honest.
Who does it look like is winning this fight?
Given the firearms, surprisingly, or not surprisingly, The mobsters look like they're kind of winning.
I guess we're gonna fight for the underdogs and start attacking mobsters.
I want to grab a mobster by the throat and pick him up and just body slam him into another one.
Well, given the angle that you guys are at, you are behind the mobsters, so you're like you definitely have an advantage right now. They don't even see you coming. Initiative, by the way, let's get that.
My initiative is a 10.
A 9.
So with this, let's first gnome is going to be casting level 4 confusion on one of the mobsters.
How are they losing?
Let me make that wisdom saving throw. He actually passed. You see, another one is casting lightning arrow. Okay, that's definitely one mobster dead. So that's going to be another crossbow hit. Yeah. So the guy with the lightning arrow kills the first mobster easy, and then he immediately goes to shoot the other mobster next to him.
Magic always beats guns.
That one's dead. Two of the mobsters are suddenly under a spell attack, but let me roll to see if it works on them. No, they succeeded. One of the gnomes with the butterfly net goes to attack one of the mobsters that was under that spell attack, but succeeded. So he's hoping that they're like paralyzed or unable to move. He's quickly going to find out, however, it seems it's not so. Oh, but he does hit. Okay, so that guy is vanished. And then he's going to second attack is basically just the pole end of the butterfly net, and he misses. Quincy, it is your turn. Naturally.
But yeah, he's gonna. De Quincy will start his maniacal laughter. It's like, and he pulls out one of his axes and he goes to take a swing at the closest guy to him. However, whenever I do rage, until my rage ends, I am surrounded by multicolored protective lights. You gain a +1 bonus to AC, and while within 10 feet of you, your allies gain the same bonus. So me and Zergo have a +1 to AC. That's a nat 20.
Do you want to cut him in half the long way, or do you want to just take his head off?
No, I'm not. I'm
Take
not
it from
gonna
there.
do that.
Do it. How do you kill him?
I'm gonna non-lethal this and just smash him in the back of the head.
Non-lethaling a mobster of all. You've got like the hammer side of the axe, you know.
There's still a sickening wet thud. He might not be able to walk in a straight line anymore, but he's not dead.
So now it is Zergo's turn.
I'm going to, with my grappler feat, like I can still do damage with a grapple attack.
Yep.
And I have the unarmed fighting style. So if I'm not wielding a weapon or a shield, my punches do a d8 of damage.
Damn.
I'm going to go to, like, punch this guy in the side of the face, and then I'm going to, like, catch him behind the neck whenever I pull my arm back. I need to see if the attack hits first.
All right. You do have advantage on the attack. Go ahead.
26.
That definitely hits.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, he's still alive, but he is looking pretty gored right now. He looks like he's just seeing his life flash before his eyes, to be honest, at this point.
All right. I wish I could use a bonus action to attack.
How about this, though? Technically, with being unarmed, you're dual wielding unarmed. You could roll offhand attack as a bonus action.
All right.
And he is grappled, so you do get advantage.
25.
Definitely hits.
1 bludgeoning damage.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a slap on his nose. One turns around to say something to the guy that just got knocked out by Quincy. And he looks, he's like, hey, wait a second. What do we pay you for? Get these gnomes. That will be that mobster's turn. There's still about 8 left. That one would have hit Zergo, but it was aimed at Quincy. That one didn't roll because I capitalized the R. That one's a terrible miss. The rest of these guys are going to aim at the gnome still. That misses right off of his hardened leather armor. Another miss. It just bounces right off of the cap. And then this one is going to be the role of the grappled guy trying to break free from Zergo's grip.
Okay.
And he can't get out of it to save his life as he's just, oh crap.
The more he wiggles, the higher I'll hold him up in the air.
Give me an intimidation roll.
Okay. Natural 20 plus 1, 21.
Nat 20.
21.
This guy just peed all over himself. I don't want to die today.
Your ancestors weep harder than you do.
So with that, it is the gnomes again. So first thing they're going to notice is the Vigil Inquisitor, but also the fact that the Vigil Inquisitor just knocked a mobster out. He's one of the bigger people. He's one of the Vigil. Is he one of us, though? He just look what he did. Let's go back to the boss with this one. Yeah. So they're all casting Fog Cloud. Suddenly there's fog and mist everywhere. And it's Quincy's turn.
All right, so I'm just gonna try and smash the next guy. I'm gonna keep swinging.
Everybody is covered in fog and mist at this point. You can't even see your own weapon in front of you. But you know where you kind of have an idea of where the mobsters were in proximity to where you were. That said, it's an attack with a disadvantage if you wish to go ahead and try to make one.
Yeah, why not? That is a 13. As I swing wildly through the mist.
13 actually does hit one of the. Let me double check it. I'm pretty sure that does actually. Yeah, their AC is 11. Go ahead.
All right, so that is going to be 5.
5 damage.
5
Okay,
damage.
so that one he's still standing, but he just. What the hell? That was my ear. Who the hell hits the ear?
There's just a maniacal laughter coming from the fog.
So there-
That's actually, sorry, I forgot to add my rage damage. So that's actually 7 damage.
The only person that like is in the comfort of the mist out of all of this, I would say, is definitely Zergo in this moment. You hear gnomish footsteps and then animal footsteps. And then nothing. The mobsters are now starting to scatter as well, but it's not their turn yet. And you've still got the guy that you're holding up.
Yeet. So it's my turn now?
Yep.
Alright, at the start of my turn, I automatically do 1d4 bludgeoning damage to whoever I have grappled.
Yeah, no, he's still alive, but he is looking
3 damage.
like he's 1 foot in the grave.
I'm going to do another unarmed attack and headbutt him, which I think I get advantage on because I'm grappling him. 17.
How do you want to take him out?
Just gonna headbutt him really fucking hard by just bringing him down on my head.
Ooh. Are you killing him or going for non-lethal?
I'm gonna go for non-lethal. I'm just gonna toss him on the one that Quincy knocked out. Just make a 2-person pile.
The rest of the combat is just it's come to an end of everyone fleeing. And finally the mist begins to dissipate to show nobody around other than you guys and a couple of witnesses.
Oh yeah.
Like some of the people are applauding. Some people see that how the Vigil Inquisitor handled business and is like, wow, maybe we need more of them in the city. Yeah, they did pretty good against those gnomes and mobsters. I didn't see them fight the gnomes.
So I guess he's going to attempt to address the crowd. In a place of civilization, like what we have here, violence like this is completely uncalled for. Some of you may notice that we only really had time to deal with the couple of mobsters that are here. I do guarantee you they are all still alive. They'll just need some medical attention and everything will be fine. And we're going to try and figure out why they decided to do this. We'll be questioning everyone that we can. Thank you all. Thank you for your applause. Everything is going to be fine. Nothing to see here. We're going to be questioning everybody.
No roll necessary for that. That's perfect. And again, some of the onlookers they give some light applause for how these two handled things. Zergo, what are you doing?
I don't know. I'm just gonna skip me. Come back.
Okay.
Zergo, come on, man. We got to get out of here. I don't want to sit here and do the paperwork. We have to go.
Ergo immediately starts walking off. Ew, bureaucracy.
yeah, Quincy and Zergo dart around the side of a corner. I'm going to attempt to see if there's any way of telling where the gnomes may have gone.
So these guys are really good at their guerrilla tactics. Like professionals, it seems like they are highly trained in it. I will say survival with disadvantage.
Okay, so that's a 5. So instead, so after I guess I take in my surroundings, like, well, there's nothing here. I will attempt to use one of my magical awarenesses to get an idea of,
Okay.
like, open my awareness to the presence of concentrated magic to try and hone in on, like, if there are any of those net wands or anything that the gnomes may have had that are moving in any specific or designated direction.
What's the range on this ability?
It is only 60 feet.
Okay. Yeah, you notice that it's moving like south and to the east. South and to the east.
All right, yeah. So I'll just grab Zergo. Come on, Zergi, we got to go this way. And I start trying to tail the concentrated magic.
So as they leave, there's like a couple of gnome dead bodies left. There's town guards come in. They see the unconscious mobsters, the gnomes. One of the townsfolk's like, "Wait, I thought they were going to take care of this." And that's where it wipes to Norman and Knob. Norman, you're at the bar. What drink would Knob be wanting this early in the morning in a sewer slash catacombs area where gnomish freedom fighters are kind of posting up?
How about some grog? Let's see how that goes.
The last she sits in front of you and says, "Courtesy of the captain, of course."
Of course, to the captain's health. And he's gonna take a.
Everybody hears that and yeah, as they take a drink.
Mm.
And then the gnome with the bulbous nose returns to the captain's side and said, "I found a couple of magical trinkets. They might be what these outsider gnomes may be looking for." And the captain looks over at Norman, who's riding his force ballista. Looks over at Nob and he kind of like gestures and he says, "Nob, please pick out of these trinkets anything that you could use for a price. That is, for a price."
Of course, of course. Um, let's see exactly what these trinkets are.
Most of these are like necklaces, rings. You do see like a brooch for a cape. Um, as for what type of magic they do, it's kind of hard to tell just by looking.
Hmm. Right. Can you tell me what this ring does?
The bulbous nosed gnome, he sets his cap onto the table, and you can see that he's absolutely bald. His cap has like a wig thing attached to it. He takes the ring, picks it up, eyes it. He says, "Oh, as you can see here, you see this skull pattern, don't you? This is a ring of obscurity.
Hmm.
Have you heard of one of these before? It's okay if you haven't."
Unfortunately, no. Can you fill me in?
Holds up to 3 charges as an action while you're wearing it. You can expend a charge to cast a fog cloud from it. It's really good in concealment. It is very valuable among our soldiers. They've been using spell casting to do a fog cloud. However, this would free up their spell work.
Right. Um,
It could be
And
yours. For as simple as we could part with just 1 platinum.
Norman,
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, that'll just be 1 platinum.
Right. That means we have 9 to go.
A guy with red cap, a more of a like a oak green brown cape, and he has a red leather tunic on. He sets this what looks like an ashtray at first, but then he sets his crystal ball on it and he places his hands on the orb and he starts looking into it and he says,
Now you there. You were telling me that you were telling the captain that you were searching for someone, an elderly murderer.
Yes.
Can you describe her to me?
So it's an elderly, white-haired lady with a young girl with brown hair and overalls. What do you
and
see,
this
Sierra?
definitely distinctive bright green eyes.
And distinctive bright green eyes.
Sorry.
No,
So
it's fine.
from there, he like the one operating the crystal ball. He says,
Close your eyes and imagine them. See them in your mind. Think really hard on them as hard as you can.
and so with that, let's do an intelligence check.
Oh, shit. All right. Woo, 16. Ain't bad.
Like smoke seems to move with inside the crystal ball. You see a little bit of light, and you hear him say,
Okay, I see. This is definitely Pradia. I can tell by the trees. There's an old building. It's got a symbol.
"Okay, not on the DM screen. DM notes." Anyways, he goes to describe like the rundown, decrepit building that he sees with his mind. So he actually quickly sketches this image out for Norman and it slides it over to him.
Yes, very good. Very, very good.
And he says, I'm not sure where in Pradia that is. I see the building. I see the woman and the child. I see lots of children. Dozens of them. Wait, they're not children. They are not children.
He says as he begins to shiver, like shudder. And he lets go of the crystal ball and quickly covers it. And as he covers it, you can see like cold fog coming out of his mouth, like the temperature dropped that drastically around him. He says,
I warn you, there is evil magic in that place. There is something powerful, and as I searched within it as best as I could through the eye of my crystal ball, it began looking for me.